as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A first down carry by Elliott. Able to fight through one tackle. Elliott a first down and more. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now Elliott. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
This is Gaskin on the carry. Room to run for Gaskin. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 5. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he
and 9. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Gaskin. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the... And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's what he's doing.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. That is incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting Devontae Parker for the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Dallas offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Waddle will return this from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll run now with Gaskin. They'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
No.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Fighting him off. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard.
I missed him.
He is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Gaskin again on second down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
There's Prescott. Being chased down the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
That's all right, man. It's too much time on the clock.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
14.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Going deep here for Parker.
Oh, you trash. Instead of dropping the ball.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Tua. And this is caught by Parker. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Tua to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, man,
now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
receiver to make a play.
Yeah, nah, just a regular cover 3. I'm just playing it too.
Side complete. That's
I'm just playing the cover.
He's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're